State last year, beat Penn State. They feel that. Do you guys feel the heat from Penn State and, hey, we got to get Iowa?
I don't think we feel so much heat from them. I mean, everybody in the conference is out to get everyone. Quite frankly, that's kind of the point of the conference season. You get out there and
every game.
Yeah, every game. Here they come. But we feel like in the past we've had a lot of success against Penn State. But that was the teams from those years, and this is a totally different Penn State team this year. I know they got a new quarterback, lost Jared Odrick on the D-line. They seem to have done a very good job replacing him. So it's really just a matter of our team this year focusing on that team, this week and getting ready for them.
I'm sure.
Oh, I'm fine. My feet hurt a little bit, but I think that's the shoes.
Took the second half off a little bit there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's nice when we have the sort of depth where we can do that, or we can throw a bunch of different guys in there because like last season, we never know what's going to happen. I could go down, James could go down, Nolan could go down, Riley could go down, and that was one of the advantages I think last year of getting some playing time for some guys early, like Riley. He'd never played a game. He ended up playing a significant role the rest of the season. Well, we don't know what's going to happen. So if we get into a situation where we can get more, younger guys reps, I think it's going to be advantageous for us in the future.
What's it like banging with Mike Daniels in practice?
Oh, it sucks. It sucks. He's so hard to block. Oh my gosh. Between him and Carl, I don't know who I hate going against more. They're phenomenal athletes. They're really great players. But off the field, we're all good friends. They're great guys. Me and Mike are probably the two biggest anime freaks on the team. So, I'm just really happy to see him doing well.
What did we know about the offensive line in the sense that last week a lot was made about the last couple minutes there against Arizona. Today, like I said, Ricky, Denny, I don't even know if he got his jersey dirty. I mean, what do you make? I mean, which line is it? I guess is what I'm asking. I mean, how far did you guys come in 1 week?
I don't think it's so much a matter of how far we came. We'll look at this tape and we'll be able to tell more to the point, how much we improved from last week to this week. It's still the same line, still the same guys. There's a little bit more, I think, of a focus this week on the pass game, on not giving up those sacks, on not letting anybody touch Rick. It's a little bit of the defensive line. Arizona's defensive line is phenomenal. It's probably one of the best defensive lines, at least I've ever played against. The point for us is to be able to have the kind of performance that we did today against any defensive line in the country.
What is it as far as, if there was one, coaches like to pick at flaws. If there was one, is that goal line series there early in the game. Now, A-Rob eventually got in on a run to the left. But they did stuff you a couple times. I mean, how much will you look at that film now? It's funny to say in a 42-0 game, but how much are you going to look at that one and go, okay, but that was Ball State stuffing us on the line twice.
Yeah, and it's something that obviously we'll look at and we'll evaluate. A lot of it is the decision of where we're going to run the ball. We'd like to be able to pound it up the middle every time, and get those yards. But the reality is, some teams are going to put 4 defensive linemen in those first 2 gaps, with their face masks on the ground, and it's just not going to be an option to get through the middle there. We're college athletes, but they're college athletes too. So I think that it's something that we'll look at, but it's more of a choice of of the perseverance to keep pushing, to find the play that works and eventually get in there.
Julian, people would look at the weather and see it's raining and think, okay, you guys are going to be running the ball quite a bit. The first half, especially, you had an aerial assault going there. Just talk about what you were able to see, being able to have Stainsey go back and throw the ball like he did to all the different guys, all the different receivers.
Well, we certainly expect, that no matter what the weather is, that we'll be able to play our same style of football. You think that the weather affects things, and to a certain extent it does. But at the same time, if it's still, if you can get the snap back there, get the snap back there. If the ball touches your hands, catch it. If you can, it doesn't matter if the guy's jersey is wet, you still have to block him. The weather, I think people put a lot more into the weather than there really is there.
Is this team Big Ten ready?
We'll find out. We'll see the film. We'll come out next week and we'll keep practicing hard. We'll get ready for Penn State, and we'll certainly find out. But I think that we've certainly improved enough from week 1 to week 4 to be confident moving into our Big Ten schedule.